Hello and welcome to The View from the IADB. I'm joined by Jose Juan Ruiz, who is the Chief Economist of the Inter-American Development Bank. Thank you for joining me. We were talking earlier about the importance of replicating in Latin America the great results that Korea has achieved here. What are the chances for the region?
I think now we have chances. We didn't have chances 10 years ago. We have been able to create a climate of macroeconomic stability, and now we can go and try to do our best to increase the three things that explain why Latin America has been lagging behind Korea. The first one is productivity. The second one is social inclusion, and the third one is integration in the world economy.
How is Latin America progressing along these three axes?
In terms of productivity, we have been having in the last 15 years an increase in our rate of growth. We have been growing at rate around 4%, and around one third of this has been provided by productivity, total factor productivity. But we need to increase our total factor productivity at least 2 additional points in order to be on an equal foot that Asian economies. And this means that we have to make reforms in your labor market, in education, in health, in infrastructure, trying to rise our saving rates. I think these are the most important reforms that we have to face in the future. The second point, inclusion, social inclusion, has been really the last decade has been the great decade of Latin American social policies. We have been able to reduce poverty from nearly 40 full percentage points of GDP to less than 25 for the whole continent. And above all, we have made possible the inclusion of something like 60 million people that previously were poor in the middle class. This has been achieved by growth, but also by the design of wise and very effective social policies. All these schemes of conditional cash transfer, Bolsa Familia, Brasil Sem Miseria, has been really very important progress. And the third has been the inclusion of Latin America in the world economy. We still remains closed economies, but we have made some progress. And now the next challenge is to try to introduce our mediums and small-sized companies in the global value chains. This is what still lacks, and this is what Latin America has put all their efforts.
So some progress, which is encouraging. Obviously, you mentioned Brazil, which is going through a pretty tough time now. What are your views in terms of how the country can fix its macroeconomic imbalances?
I think for sure that Brazil is going to do the job. I mean that they have been reacting, announcing that they are going to react literally to the macroeconomic instability. They have external shocks, which has been important for them. They have also internal disequilibria that they have to face. They have to regain competitiveness. They have to make their economy more flexible in some ways, and I think that they are beginning to do that. They are going to have a period of adjustment, but I don't have any doubt that in 2-3 years Brazil will come back to GDP rates of growth 3.5%. And what is important, I think this process can be made without putting at risk the social progress that Brazil has achieved in the last 15 years. I think it's the important thing. This is the lucky cocktail that we are waiting from Brazil.
Okay, well, thank you for your comments. So we end on a positive note, hoping that Brazil will turn its fate around in just a couple of years. Thank you again.